Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Powering his way forward. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And It's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That's complete to Mooney. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Running right, here's Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. 6 man.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Mike 42. Check, Mike 42. Watch the screen. Under 10.
Now Franks. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Check. Fresno.
Franks. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
2nd down and 3.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want 38. You don't want it. Kill.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Franks. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Able to fight through one tackle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. First play's a run with Nwangu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Franks, third down from the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. To throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On the give is Nwangu, and he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And this will be caught by Mooney. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marlon Davidson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the pass. 45's the mic.
Now a give right side. Sanders. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Come on, let's go.
Shot, 17. Go red.
On first down, here's Franks. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
First down throw. Here's Franks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Too able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal. Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Another run now for Nwangu. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Franks looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Switch gears. Showing it. Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Franks now. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah.